Hello, Flarke here with another battle video, doing some Sinister Cup, and this is going to be a slightly different team than I registered in my remote tournament. So this is hopefully prepping for my local cup, and it probably looks really similar to Valor Ash's team if you caught that or caught the stream on that. And that's mostly because I just really liked Bastiodon, and I felt like he already found, as I started to stack up things that made sense to combo and pair with Bastiodon, I started to realize this is looking a lot like Valor Ash's team without really directly copying it. So, needless to say, I think it's a really good version of the Bastiodon team. We have an interesting battle here. Going up against one of my battle partners who is also running Bastiodon. So, and a maxed out one, in fact. So, mine will lose the mirror. That's interesting. So, the Gallade, I think I don't really know much of Gallade's matchups, so just going to wing it here. But I feel Metacham will probably be pretty strong here. Just given the two tanks, the Poliwrath and the Gallade, I think Metacham can beat Gallade sometimes. Kind of depends. And then, I think Haunter also looks pretty strong. As long as I dodge the Gallade, I think I'm going to do pretty well. The Bastiodon will tank a lot of that, but that's okay. And I think Poliwrath will also be pretty neat just to... Yeah, just to have as somebody that can deal with like a few different types of the Pokemon. Mostly like let's say I get locked into a Bastiodon or Bastiodon farms one of my Pokemon down, then Poliwrath will mostly deal with those charge moves pretty well. So this is an interesting matchup. I really just don't know how it goes. I know that some Leaf Blades are coming my way, and I'm just going to get these power-up punches rolling as quickly as possible. Now maybe I should just be throwing straight Psychic, which would be neutral against Gallade. Maybe that's the right play. I don't know. Don't entirely know this matchup, so just winging it and we'll see what happens. I'm having a really hard time getting any excellence on these fighting charge moves. There's that new way to do them, and just having a tough time. So hopefully I can blast somebody with a double powered up Psychic here, and it's probably going to feel like a Psychic, even though it is not. It is a power punch. There's the block, there's the shield, and there's the dead. Alright, so Haunter looks pretty good against this Marowak, and Poliwrath sort of does as well. Gonna get the Haunter going for a bit. This should be a Bone Club. I don't think it will kill. It'll hurt, but it won't kill. And then we'll get the Shadow Punch out in return. Hopefully taking the last shield. That way I can just Hydro Pump. Huh. Okay. I'll take that. That's cool. And then we'll get the Poliwrath out here. And my Poliwrath beats the mirror match, so I basically just have to throw dynamic punches like my life depends on it, and then I think I'm good to go. So, unless, of course, this is also a Mud Shot Poliwrath. Oh, okay. Yep. I just lose then. Yeah, I find it's more difficult to hit the excellence on the fighting moves now that I know the right technique. It just has been reliably not working, as opposed to reliably working. Like, I release a video on it, and now I'm a giant failure. So, that's cool. Okay, so good game. Game one. I think I just have no idea how to fight Gallade at all, so that's just me learning that matchup, and I probably should have just thrown straight Psychic. I believe. I just don't think a Gallade can take a neutral Psychic, so that's just my suspicion there. So, what did we play against? Marowak, Poliwrath, uh, Marowak, Poliwrath, Gallade. So I think that uh, hmm, yeah, Gallade's just pretty strong against this team. I think that Marowak might be pretty important, as well as Medicham, and then having maybe I don't know, Steelix, Poliwrath, Haunter, those kinds of things. I just don't think Bastiodon's all that great against this team. Although the Dusclops is kind of interesting as like a safe switch against me. Not the best safe switch ever, but not particularly. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just try out a Bastiodon here, see what happens. See what happens. Sinister practice. It's practice for a reason, so. Okay, there's the Dusclops already. So my Bastiodon really wants to fight this Dusclops, and I believe what I have to do now is hit a mirror. Sorry, I have to hit a shield bait, and then I should be okay in the one shield. Okay, there was the Hex that the Dusclops just got off, which is a problem. So yep. So that extra Hex getting off there because of the fucking stupid new piggyback rules or whatever the hell is that, all that bullshit, just made that Dusclops win there. Or it was like a CMP thing. But either way, like I should have won. Like it shouldn't have been a CMP tie. So I don't know, this game sucks. I'm really like not enthused by the new the new rules for that. They're pretty awful. So hopefully I just get to fight this Dusclops for a while. That sounds pretty good. Not going to do a whole lot of damage to me. And then I should be able to build up a significant amount of energy here. Just going to switch in the Medicham because, I don't know, that was bad. I kind of just figured that we'd be... I think I'm just going to die to a Shadow Ball and call it a day. Okay, cool. Well, whatever. So I figured anything that swapped in there, I would want Medicham to have an energy advantage against. So I'd want, like a... I would want Medicham to have an early gain on energy, but I did not want Medicham to ever face against the Shadow Punch and stuff. So basically, as soon as Dusclops switches out, I want Medicham to switch in. The problem here is there's just two ghosts on the enemy's team. So, yep, that is a problemo. And then I'm literally completely useless against this Pokemon. So all these charge moves do nothing. So I'm going to practice my fire charge move because we don't get to do them very much. And then we're going to lose. Bastiodon was, of course, like the wrong call there. I think bringing Bastiodon didn't make a whole lot of sense. But in the same token, it was good against the Dusclops. It was good against Marowak, kind of. I think I had a shot at winning that game had I just kept Bastiodon in, as opposed to swapping out. I still don't think I would have won, but it would have been closer. Now, let's see. We could do, how about like a Steelix safe switch with a, Steelix safe switch baiting out the fighter, Then we kill the fighter with Metacham, and then maybe just do like a double tank or something in the back. How's that sound? Who knows? Let's see. See how it goes. And Steelix should be able to beat opposing tanks. Bastiodon can beat most of the ghosts my opponent has, and then Metacham can take out the fighter, the Polyrath. I think it's just a Polyrath on my opponent's team. I don't remember there being two fighters. Yeah, I mean, I guess Gallade's like technically kind of a fighter. Okay, guess the game glitched out or something. Whatever. Let's try that again. Yeah. Cool. Well, this is a. What was it? These guys? Yeah. Seems good. I can also pit Haunter up against a Polyrath, so I don't actually need the Metacham to beat the fighter because the fighter loses to Haunter with Mudshot. With Bubble, they can just kind of power up punch and eventually bubble you down. But with Mudshot Polyrath versus Haunter, you need an Ice Punch on the Polyrath or you're not going to get through it. It's just going to like tear you to pieces. Because Mudshot doesn't quite do enough damage to, like, fast move damage to threaten Haunter. And then Haunter's charge moves are just, like, way more brutal. And they happen faster and they have more kill potential. Because of the double resistance to Dynamic Punch. So, pretty much have to just straight throw Hydro Pumps and Haunter beats you to anything there. So, pretty cool. I think Haunter is a good choice versus this team. The Gallade is kind of the problem there. Gallade being like a glass cannon and taking Haunter out in like, what, three confusions or something. So, not the best. So, it's possible, like, I'm definitely not going for wins here, in these practice matches. Like, I'm not going for, like, oh, this is, like, a best of 3. Like, I have to, like, win or, you know, whatever. It's more, like, just trying to kind of push buttons and do stuff, and get a feel for things and see what happens. This team requires quite a bit of practice. This team requires quite a bit of practice because it is very, very charge move dependent. So a lot of energy management, a lot of shield baiting, a lot of flexibility, right? Because there's so much energy generation. Like the Polyrath is the Mudshot version. Haunter gets charge moves super fast. So there's all this, like, there's sort of this aggregate large buildup of just more charge moves than most teams would have, right? Like I'm throwing on average like 1 to 2 more charge moves per battle than most teams. And what that's going to do is it's going to make matchup knowledge, baiting, you know, kind of all that much more important rather than things like, yeah, my fast move is going to kill you or my fast move won't kill you. Like with, you know, Charm or Charm Gardevoir or certain confusion setups. What was it? These 3? Okay, cool. Or like Mawile with Bite, you know, things like that. Like either Mawile bites the hell out of somebody and kills them, or kind of struggles a little bit versus some fighting Pokemon or some tanks and stuff. So it's interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight Psychic here and see if the Gallade dies. I legit don't know. So this is all science. Okay. Seems like a Leaf Blade. Okay, I hit shield, but I guess not. Well, he certainly won't die to the Psychic if I miss a couple of them, but it's probably a shield here. Okay, cool. So it worked out. So I win the... Man, this is just really convenient. I can clearly see how much, shields I have and how much, how many Pokemon the opponent has. Like, this is awesome. GPS signal not found. Super dope. Okay. So, Marowak with a 1 Fire Spin advantage. My Bastiodon should still be able to take it out. The Bone Clubs are going to hurt, but so is Smackdown. So, let's get to smacking. Alright, and then, yeah. So, it's interesting that the opponent has the Poliwrath and the Gallade. So, I'm kind of forced to need a Psychic, right? Like a Psychic type, in order to deal with it. And then, so I'm forced into a Psychic type to deal with it, and then also, I'm forced into potentially like a second Psychic type. I think shielding here and getting to Earthquake might be the right play. I don't know if I can, but I hope I can. Come on. Nope, I'm going to have to throw a Crunch, and I'm going to have to hope that my opponent thinks it's an Earthquake. And they'll probably shield again, because how else are they going to beat the Bastiodon? So there we go. We got it. And then here is just throw like Stone Edges and just hope that it works out. So I think... Oh, God. Okay, so I need an entire second Stone Edge in order to deal with this. So that's inconvenient. The ground charge moves and the fighting charge moves are all going to do an absolute ton of damage. I'm probably going to have to just straight up feint with Smackdown here and then throw a Stone Edge at the Poliwrath for the kill. The issue is I think it's going to come down to a CMP tie because I'm going to get Bone Clubbed here. So I have to block, then I kill, and then I spam, and then we go to CMP because I think the Poliwrath has a charge move as well. And yeah, I think we got it. If I hit all these bubbles. And yes, I know my Bastiodon is smaller than normal. That's sort of one because I'm kind of skimping on dust. I just don't want to break the bank on like the first tournament of the year. I don't farm a lot of Stardust, so that's kind of inherently a good idea. The other thing is just Bastiodon does his job at a lower CP. Like 100 CP less, I'm still going to kill all the ghosts. And as you can see there, I still killed the Poliwrath, So, okay. Well, GG's. I'm glad I don't have to play very much anymore. They were fun games. Good opponent. Interesting team. I definitely want more practice against Gallade. I'm going to have to hit up Jesse soon for some more practice matches. But I can get off this practicing with this GPS no signal found and call it a day. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.